In 1932, a young actress by the name of Peg Entwistle revealed a darker side of Hollywood when she climbed to the top of the H and plunged to her death. To this day, her spirit is said to haunt the landmark. The tragic suicide would lead tabloids to dub her Hollywood sign girl. Peg was born Lillian Millicent Entwistle in Wales in 1908. Her parents split when she was a toddler, and she moved to New York with her actor father, Robert Symes Entwistle. She'd always dreamed of being in theatre. When her father and stepmother died, Peg Entwistle and her half-brothers went to Ohio to live with their aunt and uncle. Eventually, the family moved to Beechwood Drive in Los Angeles, located just beneath the very sign that would one day make Peg into a legend, although not in the way she hoped. Peg returned to New York to attend theatre school, and then Boston to perform for a theatre company. When Peg portrayed Hedwig in Henrik Ibsen's The Wild Duck, a young Betty Davis was in the audience. Betty, who would go on to play the role herself only 3 years later, reportedly listed the performance as a major inspiration for her own career. In 1927, Peg saw some success on Broadway in Tommy and other plays, and that same year she married actor Robert Keith. But soon after, Peg found out that Robert had an estranged son, as well as being married and divorced once before, all of which he had neglected to mention to Peg. This was just the first of their marital problems. According to Peg Entwistle in the Hollywood Sign Suicide, a biography, Peg consistently had to bail her husband out of both financial trouble and jail for failing to pay alimony and for drunk driving. In the divorce papers, Peg claimed that Robert had physically abused her and left her mentally unwell. On top of that, Robert's behaviour and all of the drama tainted her reputation. One of the main reasons the New York Theatre Guild did not option Peg for a second season. However, Peg landed roles in several successful productions across the country, including The Mad Hopes, starring Billy Burke and Humphrey Bogart, which received excellent reviews and even went to Broadway. She caught the eye of RKO Pictures and was cast in the thriller movie 13 Women after losing out on the lead in Bill of Divorcement to Katharine Hepburn. Sadly, much of the movie was edited out by censors, meaning most of Peg's parts were cut from the final film. RKO did not renew Peg's contract. Meanwhile, the actress was hurt when she heard that her ex-husband had remarried and was enjoying a bit of resurgence in his acting career. By then, the actress was depressed and again living with her aunt and uncle. On September 16, 1932, she told her family she was going on a walk and never came home. 2 days after Peg went missing, an anonymous woman reported finding a woman's jacket and purse in Beechwood Canyon and seeing a body down below. The caller left the items at the police department. A suicide note found in her purse read, "I am afraid. I am a coward. I am sorry for everything. If I had done this a long time ago, it would have saved a lot of pain. Peg Entwistle." It appeared that Peg had climbed the workman's ladder to the top of the H on Mount Lee and plunged to her death. She was only 24 years old. The media ran with the story, an aspiring actress who had failed, but it wasn't quite that simple. Even though Peg had been successful on stage, she might have felt like she couldn't return to Broadway after being essentially banned by the Guild and then abandoning the Mad Hopes for her movie contract. Sadly, a few days after Peg's death, a letter from RKO about another potential role arrived at her family's home. Some say her ghost continues to haunt the Los Angeles landmark all these years later. In 1940, the H fell down and people pointed to Peg. In 1990, a couple hiking at the site said they saw a blonde woman wearing 30s clothing who promptly disappeared. Others have reported ghost sightings with the scent of gardenias, which was supposedly Peg's signature perfume. She's certainly left her mark on pop culture too. Most recently, Lana Del Rey paid homage to Peg's suicide in the Lust for Life music video.